can you tell us more on how the areas of rectangle, square and triangle are used in real life situations?
Sure. In this lesson, you will learn application on area of rectangle, application on area of square, and application on area of triangle. In the previous classes, we learnt about areas of rectangle, square, and triangle. Area of a rectangle was found to be the product of the length and breadth of a rectangle. Area of a square was found to be equal to side multiplied by side of a square. Area of a triangle is found out by considering the triangle as half of a rectangle and thus finding the area. Many of the objects we encounter in our day-to-day lives mostly have the shapes of rectangle, triangle, and square. In the following sections, we shall study on the applications of the areas of rectangle, square, and triangle in our daily lives. A rectangular wall is to be painted completely. The length and breadth of the wall is given as 5 meters and 3 meters respectively. If the cost of painting the wall is rupees 200 per square meter, find the cost incurred on painting the whole wall. Here, we are required to find the cost incurred on painting the wall. For finding the cost, we first have to find the area of the rectangular wall. Area of a rectangle is defined as the product of length and breadth of the rectangle. Therefore, area of the wall is 5 meters multiplied by 3 meters, which gives 15 square meters. Now, cost per square meter of painting is rupees 200. Hence, cost for painting 15 square meters is rupees 200 multiplied by 15, which is equal to rupees 3000. Akash, now try solving this problem. A flat sheet of metal covering is to be placed on a rectangular surface. The length of the rectangular surface is given as 30 centimeters. If the area of the rectangular sheet required to cover the surface is 600 square centimeters, find the perimeter of the rectangular surface.
The area of flat metal sheet covering required is given as 600 square centimeters. Area of a rectangle is the product of the length and breadth of a rectangle. Hence, length is given as 30 centimeter. Breadth is equal to area of the rectangle divided by the length of the rectangle, which is equal to 600 square centimeter divided by 30 centimeter, which is equal to 20 centimeters. Now, perimeter of a rectangle is equal to 2 times the sum of the length and breadth of a rectangle. Hence, perimeter of the rectangle is equal to 2 times 30 centimeter plus 20 centimeter, which is equal to 100 centimeters.
Let us now consider a problem involving the area of squares. A rod of length 60 centimeters is bent in the shape of a square. This square shape exactly envelopes a small square-shaped tile. Find the area of the surface of the tile. Here, a rod bent in the form of a square is said to be exactly enveloping a square-shaped tile. Hence, the length of the rod in this case is equal to the perimeter of the square, which is equal to 4 times the length of the side of the square. Hence, side of the square is equal to 60 centimeters divided by 4, which is equal to 15 centimeters. The area of a square is equal to side of square multiplied by side. Hence, area of the tile is equal to 15 centimeters multiplied by 15 centimeters, which is equal to 225 square centimeters. Akshita, why don't you try solving this problem? A rectangular cardboard of length 50 centimeters and breadth 40 centimeters is taken, and from the cardboard, a piece of square is cut. The side of the square piece cut is equal to the breadth of the rectangular cardboard. Find the area of the remaining piece of cardboard.
Area of the rectangular cardboard is equal to the product of the length and breadth of the rectangle. Hence, area of the cardboard is equal to 50 centimeters multiplied by 40 centimeters, which is equal to 2000 square centimeters. Now, a square piece is cut from the cardboard. The side of the square piece cut is equal to the breadth of the rectangle, which is equal to 40 centimeter. Hence, area of the square piece cut is equal to side multiplied by side, which is equal to 40 cm multiplied by 40 cm, which is equal to 1600 square centimeters. Hence, area of the remaining cardboard is equal to 2000 square centimeters minus 1600 square centimeters, which is equal to 400 square centimeters.
Let us now consider a problem on areas of triangle. Ram was asked to build a model of the Egyptian pyramids. In order to do so, he decided to use 4 triangular faces, each cut from a cardboard, and join them at the tip as shown in the figure. The dimensions of the triangle he decided upon is as shown in the figure. Find the area of the cardboard that Ram requires in building the pyramid. We are required to find the area of the triangle. The triangle is first enveloped in a rectangle as shown in the figure. The rectangle is then divided into 2 parts as shown in the figure. The area of part 1 of the triangle is equal to half the area of rectangle 1, and the area of part 2 of the triangle is equal to half the area of rectangle 2. Hence, area of triangle is equal to sum of part 1 and part 2, which is equal to half the sum of areas of rectangle 1 and rectangle 2, which is equal to half the area of the big rectangle. Hence, area of the rectangle, as we can see from the figure, is equal to product of the length and breadth of the rectangle, which is equal to 10 centimeters multiplied by 9 centimeters, which is equal to 90 square centimeters. Hence, area of the triangle is equal to half the area of the rectangle, which is equal to 90 divided by 2, which is equal to 45 square centimeters. Now imagine that we have to find the area of the triangle as shown in the figure. Even after overlapping the triangle on a graph sheet, it is tough to estimate the area of the triangle. This can be solved in a simpler way as follows. We first enclose the triangle in a big rectangle as shown in the figure. Then the big rectangle is divided into 2 smaller rectangles as shown in the figure. Let us now consider part 1 of the triangle. We see that the area of the part 1 of the triangle is equal to half the area of the rectangle 1. Similarly, area of part 2 of the triangle is equal to half the area of the rectangle 2. Now, area of the triangle is equal to sum of the areas of part 1 and part 2 of the triangle, which is equal to half the sum of areas of rectangle 1 and rectangle 2. Sum of the areas of rectangle 1 and rectangle 2 is equal to the area of the big rectangle. Hence, area of the triangle is equal to half the area of the big rectangle, whose area is easily calculated as can be seen from the figure. Let us try solving a problem to improve our understanding of this concept. We are required to find the area of the triangle shown in the figure. As we learned in the previous section, we first enclose this triangle with a rectangle as shown in the figure. Then the rectangle is divided into 2 smaller rectangles. The area of part 1 of the triangle is equal to half the area of rectangle 1, and the area of part 2 of the triangle is equal to half the area of rectangle 2. Hence, the area of triangle is equal to sum of part 1 and 2, which is equal to half the sum of areas of rectangle 1 and rectangle 2, which is equal to half the area of the big rectangle. Hence, area of the rectangle, as we can see from the figure, is equal to 50 square centimeters. Hence, the area of the triangle is 56 centimeters divided by 2, which is equal to 28 square centimeters. Today, you learnt about application on area of rectangle, application on area of square, and application on area of triangle. Hope you understood the real-life applications of area of any plane figure.
Yes, Chitti. Thank you very much.
Bye.